Friendship.
A person you spend all your time with.
You're friends with someone when you trust them and you can spend a lot of time with them.
Friendship is basically just a relationship that's non-romantic with people that care about you and you care about them and they support you emotionally.
I think friendship to me is basically you being there for people that are also there for you.
You don't necessarily need to have something in common with that person.
Barrier.
There is that language barrier.
The main thing would probably be the language barrier.
It's a lot easier for them to bond with people who have led similar lives to them.
The people I hang out with, they're mostly like Indians.
They're more comfortable with international students from the countries that they're from because they don't have to work as hard to try to, break through the barriers of like the English language.
The Indians are like, I know how they think. I know how most of them would think. I know I could go to them a little later and be like, hey, what's up? Talk to them more like informally in my language, and they get me. The Americans, like, it takes time to get to know them.
You know someone, and initially it seems like that seems like too much effort or an extra amount of work that you're not willing to put in.
They probably think that they have nothing in common with them, and they probably think, oh, they're international, they don't know English, which is not really the case. If they're here, they know some English.
Extracurricular stuff is just totally different. So maybe like if we found some sort of common ground that'll, like some sort of extracurricular that'll attract international and native-born students.
Because we're all the same age, and like the stuff we talk about is all like for everyone. We talk about like, going to a party or going for an event.
Actually, I made a friend who's from China, and with she and I, we don't see no difference to me besides like some minor things.
Because I know that like when it comes to the end, we're all like young people and we all kind of like have the same sense of humor and understand the same things, and we're going through the same things as like students.
And I've lived in 2 different continents, but I find that we get along really well, and the fact that we have different childhoods is something that kind of strengthens our relationship.
And it's like they come here and like it can be a pretty scary thing coming from like to a whole new country, but then just like they may seem shy or they may seem different, but like once you get to know them, they're all still like people. While there may be like differences in like your language or culture, you can actually make a new friend.
Schools from all over the world, and I found that it was cool because everyone was really interested in the matter at hand, which was the Model United Nations, and people who had similar views, people who had similar interests, everyone made friends based on that and not where they're from, because that's kind of nullified in this situation.
So I think if we sort of endorse a more diverse culture within ourselves and our own American culture on this campus as well, and have a stronger bond with people, whether they are international or not, I think if we sort of, positively and actively show that kind of culture and mindset, then it'll just sort of domino effect.
Big shout out to international students. They were brought up differently, but they're not all that different.